Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be talking about the very first time I smoked weed. Yeah, I know. I'm 14, shouldn't be smoking. Shut up. I don't care. I do not care. I don't give a shit. Alright, so the first time I smoked weed was on the 4th of July, and I just got out of a mental institution June 15th. So it took me a couple weeks to get used to my life after a hospital. But yeah, I went to a hospital. But anyway, so it was the 4th of July and I was over at my boyfriend's house. And all my like all my homies and shit were there. Like we were all there. And this guy came, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he was older and he has a car, and then there was a party down the street that everybody was going to, and my boyfriend was there and everything. And then he was like, come on, I'll drive you down there. And I was like, all right, man. I mean, it's cool, whatever. He ain't gonna kill you. So I got in the car and he drove me down to the party, and they were drinking and smoking and all that shit. And I started drinking a little bit, and I was like, great, now I'm getting, I'm drinking, so I can't go home, even though I wasn't drunk at all. And I called my grandma and I was like, I'm going through a lot. I just got out of a hospital. You know that I need to spend the night here. I want to spend time with my friends. And she was like, all right, it's Friday night. Have fun. So I did. And then we went back to Gavin's house later. And when we did, the older guy brought out a bowl and it had weed in it. And keep in mind, this is my first time ever seeing this. Ever. So I smelt it, and I just knew right then what it was. I've never smelt it before, but right when I smelt it, I knew that it was marijuana. And he packed it, and then he was like, here. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. And then I was doing it, and I had it, and I lit the thing and put it on the bottom. And you're supposed to go like this, but I lit it and put it on the bottom. And they were like, no, you're doing it wrong. And the first couple of times, I didn't inhale it. I just put it in my mouth and blew it out, and they could tell. So I was like, man, you're gonna look like a wimp if you don't do it. So I did it, and I inhaled it. And then I inhaled it, and I was after that, it was automatic. I had to throw up. I didn't throw up, but I felt like I had to. I had a knot in my throat, and it was horrible. But I ran in and got water. And then I went back outside and started smoking a cigarette. And then they were all like, are you okay? Are you fine? I was like, yeah, I didn't do anything. And then they were like, it will. And I was like, okay. And then we went back into the house. We put a movie on and we all laid on the couch. I was with Gavin's cousin lying on the couch, and he had his arms around me. And then I just, out of nowhere, I started shaking. I thought I was having a seizure awake. I started shaking really bad. And then, my head started feeling like somebody was pushing on it, but it was a good type of pushing. It was weird. But, I remember everybody was talking to me, and they were like, Faith, are you okay? What's going on with you? Are you cold? And they kept on putting blankets on me and shit because they thought I was freezing. And, every time they said something, I couldn't understand it. They would say, hey, Faith, and I would hear, yo, let's go pet that giraffe. It was... It was something retarded every time. So I was like, man, what the hell? You're high. And I didn't want to believe it at first, because I thought, marijuana was, crystal meth. And, it's not. It's beautiful. But I was like, just go to sleep. You'll feel fine. Nothing's gonna happen. And then I went to sleep immediately. I didn't know it was that easy to fall asleep when you were high. But I closed my eyes, and I just automatically passed out. And then the next morning, I woke up in a bathtub. I woke up in a bathtub. Yes, I know, it sounds like some, hipster teenage movie with Kesha in it or some shit. But I woke up in a bathtub covered in peanut butter. Peanut butter. Yes, butter of the peanut. I was covered in peanut butter in the bathtub. So I turned on the shower, and I, washed myself off and shit. And then I got dressed, and I went into the room where the older guy was. And then he was like, what's up, my little stoner? What you doing? And I was like, man, I woke up in the bathtub. I had peanut butter all up on me. And he was like, did you take some of my stash? And I was like, no, man, I ain't high. I'm dead serious right now. And he's just like, all right, calm down. You good. Just go take a walk and get some fresh air. So I did. I listened to him. I went to go take a walk. And the whole time I'm going like this, thinking like, what the hell did I just do? And like, nothing really bad happened except the fact that I woke up with peanut butter all over me. But I went back and I fell back asleep. And then when I woke up, I was fully sober. And I was like, dude, we have got to do that shit again. And then the couple of times after that, I was still kind of nervous to do it. And now it's just like, oh yeah, okay. Like it don't matter to me now. It's just like smoking a cigarette. Like it's like a normal thing. And the first time it was a really bad high, like I was really high, but now it's just kind of like I'm floating. Like it's amazing because I'm not scared anymore. Like before I was freaking out and shit. And now I'm just like calm, like you've done this 20 million times, nothing's happened, you're okay. So basically, that is how I started marijuana. And no, it is not addicting. I can promise you that. Everybody says that it can kill you, it can give you lung cancer, it's harmful and it's addictive, and it is not. It's like taking a piece of lettuce and smoking it. I'm dead serious. It is not harmful at all. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't drive and shit with it, but it is not harmful. It's not like drinking. It's not going to kill your liver. And just, no, it doesn't. But I'm not encouraging you to smoke weed. Yes, I am. You should. You really should. I'm dead serious. Try weed. No, okay. But anyway, that is the first time I have ever tried marijuana. So, this is my first video. I hope you like the channel, and peace.